All right. We are live. We are
Yes,
back.
sir.
Mag 7 stocks in the house.
Yep.
Oh,
I don't know.
what was that? What was that? All right.
Mag 7 stocks.
Mag 7. All right. So how you doing, Tony?
I'm
How's
doing fine.
how's your morning been? Your morning's been good.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. You
Yeah.
know, barring the day that we thought we were going to have, right?
I know.
The morning's been pretty good. Yeah, everything's holding in there. So why not continue the bull market, right? I guess that's what it is. But
that's the narrative we're going with for the last 2 years anyway.
yeah, I know.
If it ain't broke, why fix it?
It's really one of those things where it's just like, AI, tech, data centers. I guess we do need all this stuff. Everyone is chronically online, so
Yeah.
why not? Why not just continue the rally like we say? So
I know.
And then we come into Mag 7. They're all correlated together, as everybody knows.
They are.
And actually, it looks like, I mean, not to just break into it or start from the top, but it actually looks like Alphabet, Google, starting with the A's, not by ticker. Okay. It looks like Alphabet's actually, kind of exhibiting this wedge pattern that we hate to trade.
Yeah.
In the last at least 2 days. It's had a huge move to the upside, obviously, benefactor of all the people that wanted a reason to sell NVIDIA.
Yeah.
And I guess they're just moving to Google.
Yeah, I mean, it's been benefiting from a lot of things. It benefited from Buffett, and we talked about, all of that. We've gone over that day after day here. It's been moving up, and we had that gap from Friday into Monday's open, right, which we have not filled. And yesterday was a nice, again, we had a high, all-time high in Google. We closed all-time high. And today a little weaker, but it's in range. It's just hanging in. It's outside of yesterday's value area, but we dipped down to Monday's range only to pull back out of that pretty quickly. And we'll see, because we're kind of back down there again. We didn't manage to get up very far. We opened at, where did we open at? 320 and 29 cents. Came down to 320, 21. So we opened low. We came up as high as what was that? The first bar. We opened as high. Went as high as 324.
325.
We went up, almost. Yeah. So we went up a little bit and we pulled back. We haven't gotten back up there, and we're currently trading below session VWAP, probably below point of control. If I build this out here, I would think point of control is underneath us. Yeah. We're right at it. I mean, we're right at it. Yeah, so we'll see if it holds here. I mean, I don't know, man. Google's the biggest loser of the 7 so far today, right? It's down about 1.5%. I mean, hey, look, we're going into a long weekend. It's got every reason to have a little bit of a soft day, and it's not that bad. It's not like we're selling off anywhere.
No, it's just a laggard.
Stock, it's just maybe
after being such an outperformer, though, in the last week,
looked like we wanted to get down, not only even get to the gap, but get even into Monday's range barely. We just barely did. So, all things considered, this is still a heck of a bullish stock. I wouldn't look to get into it today. I wouldn't look to get into anything today, going into tomorrow at this hour with less than 3 hours left in the markets, unless there's just something we see here, Tony, or something opens up later on, or a nice little move. I wouldn't really be eager to jump into anything here. I wouldn't go short, even though we're trading below VWAP and point of control. I would not go short this stock. If anything, it's showing that it's holding up here and maybe wants to test.
Yeah, I know. And going back to the narrative, I mean, I was actually on X earlier today, right before the open. It was like 9:29. So some guy, Andrew Friedman, probably is a part of some sort of hedge fund. He runs an account on X called Hedgeye.com. Okay, and they're big stock pickers and stuff. And they actually removed Google from the top picks list after a nearly 60% run. So he's like,
really?
Yeah, he's just like, hey, catalysts that we saw coming into 2025, they've largely played out. And of course, faster than expected, right? Because of the latest run to the upside that we've had in the last week. So they're searching for stabilization, some policy tailwinds, cloud acceleration, the Gemini 3.0, stuff like that. So could the stock go to $400? Maybe. But that's like another $1.2 trillion in market cap that they would have to add.
It's got to come from somewhere.
That's
you don't just print it. So that's the thing.
And at this scale,
I know.
you have to start framing the upside differently. It's just one of those things where up, down 10%, sure, that's just with the market. But going from $320 almost last up to 400, like again, you got to reframe it to say, hey, what are they doing to the bottom line to add that value?
The same thing with NVIDIA. Like it's gone so quick, so fast. Like how much more can investors expect, right?
Sure.
Like at some point you just have to, it's like anything. It's just the law of nature. You can't just, everything has to have a little bit of a breather, a little bit of a pullback.
Yep.
You can't just keep going, high forever. At some point it's just
sure. I know. And it's all a function of risk reward, just like trading. Right? When you're looking at some of these blue chip names, it's all a function of risk reward. That's why these analysts have price targets. That's why,
correct.
They have catalysts for the year, for the quarter. And then once they get met, it's like, what can you do? Sometimes these guys just have to take it off the list because you're already at the price target. All right. So still positive outlook. Obviously Google, great company. Positive on the long term. But
so much going for it. Yeah. There's so much here. There's self-driving cars. I mean, there's just so much stuff, right? Like the was it the Waymo? Yeah.
Is that Google?
I think it's Google.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, isn't it?
Yeah. Google self-driving car project. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's a project until they have it in most major U.S. cities, and then it's not a project anymore.
A couple $1 billion. Yeah, we'll throw that into this project, right? Who cares?
Just some crumbs. Just throw little crumbs in there.
Oh my God.
Well, so that's Alphabet. We'll start out with Alphabet. So, like you said, we'll start out with the A's, top of the list, but not by ticker.
Not by ticker.
We'll start there. All right, let's go back up to Apple. Let's go see Apple. Apple, and I think Paul was talking about this, and I agree. Apple is hanging in there. It's not doing anything crazy today, but it's not doing anything bad. And it's just been the solid performer for so long, for a couple months at least now. We're finally seeing it break even higher again. Now, yesterday, I don't know if we made a new all-time high at the close yesterday, but we certainly are there today. We're certainly trading in all-time high territory. We're above yesterday's point of control. We're in range of yesterday. We opened up in range. We didn't really fall out of it at all. We just kind of, it's almost like an extension of yesterday here. Nice little pullback in the indices here.
Yep. Yeah.
Stick to it.
We're in Apple.
I'm in this short. Let's go all the way back. Get me out. Sorry to get distracted.
Yeah. No, I mean, Apple, it was having a tough time in the summer, obviously, summer of this past year, 2025, right? With the tariffs, seemingly, when they were announcing
iPhone,
all these,
seems like every time they come out with a new iPhone, it just something happens.
And of course, Apple wasn't stepping up to be like, hey, we're investing $3 trillion into the United States over the next 10 years. They weren't saying much of that. They're like, we're not bringing our production over to the United States.
China.
So I mean, Apple was in a downward trend, pretty much since like July. Finally broke out back in August, I would say. I'm not looking at the long-term chart, but I believe sometime in August, put us back on the track. Like I think $262 was like the floor. So currently, where is it? 278.5 last. If we can break above, I would say 282 with sustained momentum, then 300's next, and that makes us $5 trillion in market cap for a little company out of whatever California. Where are they out of?
Who? Apple?
Yeah.
Cupertino. Same place, right? Right there. It's all right there.
Yeah.
San Jose, Silicon Valley, just right in the south of the peninsula there. Yeah.
Sure. Yep. So push up to 300, probably. I mean, going into hopefully a strong season, holiday season for the iPhones. I think that they really largely fixed the margin compression that was happening, X tariffs with the iPhones. So hopefully, they have a robust year. And then, it's possible, push up to 320 sometime in the next year if we see some more aggressive momentum, into 2026. Like Paul was saying earlier, the Santa Claus rally that seemingly happens every December. Maybe, we get a closure of the war over in Ukraine. Things calm down on the geopolitical front.
And they seem to do well no matter what. You know what I mean? Like they don't seem to get affected like the other ones do.
Sure.
Whether that just means the investors just love the hell out of this because they're such fanboys or whatever, right? Like, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Not much I can say. A little bit of the sell-off right here is reflective of what's going on currently in the S&P and the NASDAQ. A little bit of a pullback here. So we're dipping below session VWAP, but this could be a good chance to get long
to jump
here.
in. Think that, linear regression. It says that we're going on the upside. So, hey, you can't beat that type of mathematical
linear
formula,
regression,
right?
baby.
Linear regression models. It's a growth story, as everybody knows, right? They got the AI device super cycle crap that's going on. So, I think that they are really apparently going through their first true AI focused upgrade cycle with like the iPhones, all the latest generation gear that they have. Why? Because they've been in this constant back and forth with OpenAI, with Apple, poaching each other's top AI people. So I think Apple is severely trying to cement themselves as a leader in AI consumer products, I would say, in the next 10 years. So, again, it's a massive.
Well, their Apple their Apple Intelligence that they have, like in the MacBooks and the phones and stuff. It seems like it hasn't lived up to the hype yet, right? So,
sure, yeah, it's still developing.
It is. All this stuff is developing, but they seem to be kind of behind where most are. Sure. So imagine when they just kind of just catch up a little bit, what that means for the stock.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
but it's the biggest thing is that their install base is 2.2 billion devices out there. Crazy. How many people in the world? 8.3 billion.
Yeah, almost, yeah.
So 2.2 billion devices. We needed to do something to monetize this AI thing on top of those devices, and obviously it would be a massive upside. A massive amount of upside. So again, super growth story on Apple. And linear regression says it's a good buy, anywhere in and around this little pink line. So we're almost there. It's one of those things. Close your eyes, throw the dart at the board. Boom, you're in. You're now an Apple shareholder. Enjoy that 20-cent dividend or a 50-cent dividend. I don't know how much it is, but it's kind of low for what you're paying.
No, right? I know. Yeah, exactly. And here we go. We're climbing back up. See, so
there you go.
We're pulling back up in the ES, and we're doing
because we're talking it up. They're like, hey, they're talking it up Apple on HVTV.
We gave them a chance to buy. That's all. See, Google, what's interesting, I know we just left Google, but we didn't even have a sell-off on that little pullback. We didn't have any reaction.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's because everybody's doing the same thing. They're buying every single dip in the NASDAQ.
Well, Apple
it into Google.
Apple had it.
Yeah.
Amazon definitely had it just now, but it's back up. It's reversing. It just came down and went right back up.
Yep. Good segue. AMZN.
This is looking good too. We closed at the upper end of the range yesterday. Where do we end up closing on this stock? 229.59. We opened up this morning at 230.68. So just a little bit up from the close.
Yeah.
230. We opened up, right outside of range. We opened up, and then we fell back in a little bit. Came into value area, and we've been kind of just kind of set the lows early, and it's been kind of like higher lows all the way up. Got out of range, got as high as like 231.74 looks like.
Yep.
And then we've kind of pulled back here a little bit, but we're holding. Like we haven't come down and retested the lows yet. Yeah, we're below the VWAP. That's fine. That's expected when you come this far. But we just did that. We're hanging at VWAP prior to the ES, that little break right there that we just had 5 minutes ago, or whatever, more than maybe 6-7 minutes, because these are 5-minute bars that I have on here. But anyway, it broke, right? It broke VWAP, it came down, and it almost made it back, but it's doing exactly what the ES is doing, right?
Sure.
And the NASDAQ, actually, I'm looking at the NASDAQ, it's doing exactly the same. Actually, the NQ is selling off more than the ES.
Yeah.
Wow. A little bit
Amazon on the longer term chart, at least in the last month.
It's
Pretty
very,
interesting.
very
I mean, their earnings report sent them to the moon.
I know. Look at this. We talked about this. I talk about this every damn day. It looked like the stairs. Remember the stairs of hell?
Yeah.
Stair stepping down. Just stairway to heaven. Going up. We had stairway to hell on the way down.
What a buy if you could have been in there.
Oh,
at the
yeah.
bottom. I mean, I almost laugh when people say that, like, Amazon's overvalued, like we should sell it off. And I mean, it runs
really.
It's
like, and you ask these people, do you ever use Amazon? Like, do you ever buy anything? Do you ever watch
and that's
any movies?
That's what I try to say, And usually, like, these people are like investors, or they like to say that they're investors. So, but like, I mean, Amazon runs the most advanced logistics network in the world.
Absolutely.
Okay, it owns the strongest point of purchase ad business in the consumer economy, and of course, it runs AWS, which now generates more profit for the entire firm than it does for the retail arm. Like, the retail arm is actually a small part of Amazon. If you guys didn't know,
isn't that amazing?
For everybody watching. And actually, in terms of price to earnings multiple, which is, of course, whether you're doing top down, bottom up analysis, if you're doing stock picking, you're doing price to earnings multiple. It actually trades at a cheaper multiple than Walmart and Costco. Actually, I want to say Walmart is like a 38 PE. Costco's even worse, is like 45 PE. Amazon is a 31 PE. Okay. Yeah. So, and then you have like Palantir, which is like what, a 200 price to earnings multiple?
I don't think it's that high, but it's
70, like something like that, something. Right?
Yeah, 70, right, exactly.
Yeah. It's just like very interesting, very interesting.
Yeah.
And as we've seen, right, guys, like, we weren't agnostic to the problems that were happening, a week ago, in terms of the AWS or the Cloudflare, spikes that have happened.
AWS seems like now almost like a month ago, 3 weeks ago anyway, right? It seems like it was yesterday, but they shook that crap off, no problem. Like, they didn't even have a hiccup. It was ridiculous. And then, but then we've had the sell off here since we made the all-time highs, and we're now climbing back out of it. So, look, yesterday we were talking, could we close above 225? That was the thing we did, and we held. Or not yesterday, Monday. Yesterday we made even better gains. We were almost made it to 230. Mm-hmm. So, here we are, just ever so slightly moving up a little more. Yeah, we got the pullback right now, but it's just indicative of where these indices are. And of course, we know how these stocks go, the indices go, and vice versa. They're such a big component of the overall mix. I mean, these 7 stocks probably do. Yeah. I mean, I know it's probably more than 40%. I mean, certainly you got 200. I mean, you've got 493 other stocks that are just like totally, they don't even look anywhere close to these guys. Yeah. They just, you'd think we were in a recession if you took these guys out of the mix. Sure. It would just be nasty.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm bullish on this stock. Obviously, you want to wait for things like this. If you think we're still going up, if you think what we just experienced in the ES was just more of a, kind of a sweep move or an algo move to the downside, and we're recollecting ourselves going up to new higher highs in the day, then hey, jump in here. You could have jumped in, a few minutes ago and captured another 75 cents or so. But get in here and see if we close even higher and close at the high of today, and maybe not. And it's a little risky, not only because of the time of the day, but just where we are. We're at the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and like you said this, I think yesterday or the day before, Monday. You got 252 trading days a year. You don't want to be an idiot and blow it all up on the day before a major holiday in the U.S. when everything's shut down, volume is thin, and you've got far better opportunities. You just don't want to be, you don't want to be a pig. And
Yeah,
just be stupid.
exactly. No, 1,000%. 1,000%. Couldn't agree with you more, honestly.
And you hear a lot of these. It may not happen so much for intraday trading and futures traders, but a lot of these guys that day trade equities and stuff, typically there's like, they go back decades and they look at what they do year in and year out. And most of these guys make their money on 15 to 20 days out of the year.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Sure.
Those are the big mover days, whether it's up or down, big range days. They make their money, and the rest of the time is just really protecting their equity curve, maintaining their equity curve, and keeping their capital intact. That's really what it is.
I know. I hear you. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Literally every single day, protect. Don't blow the account, right? Even shit happens every once in a while, right?
I know. But, and if you're a fund, it's just maintain the benchmark, keep ahead of it. Do as little as possible, risk wise. So at least we could tell everybody we beat the S&P this year or what have you, right? That's all it is. That's the name of the game. It's raising money. It's not trading. It's not investing. It's raising money, AUM, and get a percentage of that. And yes, if you do get the 2 and 20 or the 2 and 25 or 1 and 25, good on you, right? That's how the whole thing's played.
It's a name of the game.
And everyone thinks all us little retail traders think, oh man, if I was just a fund, it'd make me. You're not trading all that money. You're just basically locking it up.
Yes.
And these investors have, they have what I forget why am I blanking on the term? You lock it up for a year or 6 months or whatever.
Yeah, lockup periods.
Lockup periods, exactly. Yeah. So you can't pull your money out. You got to keep it in, and then they just have your money, and they're just basically parking it somewhere.
Yeah.
Hoping that it doesn't erode, and they're just collecting their fees every month from you on a per monthly per annum basis, and that's it. Yeah. That's their name. That's their whole business model.
They love it.
But a lot of people look and go, oh my God, if I had 10 million under management, oh my God, what I could do. It'd be hard to move that kind of money around every day. You would be very
exactly. You'd be found out, right? I mean, that's the thing is that you're trying to layer your stuff into the market when you're a large fund, obviously. Right, because you don't want them to see
feather it in high. Exactly.
Yeah. You don't want them to see.
And 10 million is nothing. These guys are more like 150 million to $500 million or more, right?
Exactly.
Much more money than that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh my God. So I mean, that's Amazon. Obviously, guys, it's a huge growth name. I actually think it might take a run to $300. Why not?
That's great. By the end of the year?
No, I mean, probably into early 2026. Why not? Yeah. That's actually a pretty good one. I just started looking at a couple other things. I didn't think the chart actually looked like this.
Like if we have a good holiday season, like if we have a good retail season.
Yep.
Dude, it could kick ass. Like it could first quarter,
no,
fiscal
I know.
quarter.
And
not
then
not fiscal quarter, but first calendar quarter next year,
I mean, it's really quietly positioning itself to be literally like the backbone of like U.S. government AI. $50 billion into new AI supercomputing capacity, right? Yeah, I think you were shouting out the gigawatt terms from the other day.
Yeah, it was like 1.3, and then they
1.3 gigawatt high security infrastructure coming online in 2026.
I don't even know how much energy that equates to. Like, I don't even understand.
Who cares? No one cares about that.
What can you power?
Come on.
That? Can you power
There's
a whole
still
country,
one of the most underrated players in the entire AI race, I would say.
Yeah, I know.
Why not?
I know.
So yeah, I actually might take a stab at some Amazon here. Why not?
Look at now we're trading just since we watched this thing come back down here. What has it been? It's only been 8 minutes. 6 minutes, 7 minutes ago, when the ES and the Nasdaq were kind of just falling back a little bit. Now it's already retraced all that. It's trading above VWAP and point of control in the session. So if you had sold into that weakness or bought into that weakness right there on the sell, man, you could have. Yeah, you would have had a nice buck already.
A buck or two.
Just made a buck and be back where you were prior. So
yeah. I hear you there.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Unbelievable. All right, next one on the name. We're almost halfway there.
META. I like META. Yeah, everyone knows I like META. if you watch me every day, you know I like Meta because look at this. We talked about the stairway to hell.
Oh wow,
this was a bad one, but we've been coming back out, Tony, and we're coming back out in a vengeance. Like the distributions on like the daily ranges, right, on these daily profiles here, where we were coming down like last, like whatever, November 11th, 12th, 13th. These are all kind of they're fine, but look at the range extensions we've got in the last 4 sessions now, much bigger, and we're moving higher, faster. So yeah, last week, Friday, we were well below 600. I said, we got to get above 600 again. We finally did it on Monday. We closed up almost at $615 a share. And we gapped up a little bit yesterday. So we gapped open. We never came back to it. We ended up closing at the high of the session again. So kind of opposite, where all of these points of control were kind of near the bottom range of the days, like all the heavy volume. Now we're seeing all the volume at the close at the top. So, but then today we don't get a gap, which is fine. I mean, it's, good. I mean, we keep talking about this. It's Wednesday before Thanksgiving, guys.
Yes.
Right? So we can't expect freaking miracles. All right. But it's doing well. It's doing well. It opened up at the top. It opened, I think we're close, $636.31. We opened there. We pulled back a little bit, came into the range from yesterday, but quickly climbed back out. We climbed back out. We got to retest the high from the open several times here, like kind of around 11 o'clock Eastern, almost like that whole hour, 11 to 12 Eastern, like we stayed up there, right? Only recently when we got on here, we kind of got a little soft, right? But like, the pullback wasn't that bad right here. And we're right back where we started. So this looking good, man. I mean, Meta can go higher on the day. It could probably close higher. Oh, man, it could be up 640, who knows?
Wow. Actually,
so, like Apple, I like Meta. I like Meta.
I think there's actually a long term. Maybe I'll look at the 1 week chart here. There might be actually a really long-term trend line that we're actually bouncing off of here. Yeah, it looks like it. Wow. What is it? October 2022 low.
Yeah.
To what?
Oh.
To now. Wow. This one actually might be super undervalued. Linear regression still says it's bullish.
Wow. We were at 760 all-time high, not 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Right.
And then the earnings came out, which were good. Earnings per share were good. I think revenue was great. It was the problem was that $15 or $16 billion tax bill that they had. That scared everybody a little bit. And we had a couple of friggin' analysts that peed in their pants and cried and then made just made it worse.
Yeah. It's all headline bullshit.
It is. And then the other analysts are like, good, you guys, thank you. We'll just buy more. Right.
Whatever. Yeah, perfect. I mean, this is the thing, right? You can't ignore the facts. Meta.
Right.
It's a mega cap, just like any of the Mag 7, right?
All these guys.
What, revenue's up 26% year over year. Heavy insider buying. I was just looking at the chart. Only a 20, I think it's a 20 PE. So it's a clear buy for the earnings, the price that you pay for the earnings, right?
For sure.
I mean, this could be $1,000
a 20 PE sounds like a value stock right now compared to what
seriously.
What else?
Well, when in terms of mega cap stock, why not? Right?
Yes, in relation or proportion to some of these other ones, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, and honestly, it's really because, like we just got done saying, I mean, they've had their own nuanced issues that have kind of come out that have kind of schwacked the stock in the last couple of months. So, they've kind of paid their dues. They're set up for a comeback for sure, I would say. So,
I do. I agree.
So, damn. That's another good one here. I mean, it's literally the Mag 7. Just buy the Mag 7, people. What the heck else do you got to do?
Buy the basket.
Exactly.
Call it
That's
a day.
All. That's it. Oh, my God. Yeah, anything else to add on the Meta?
I don't really have much to add.
Mark Zuckerberg, you love Mark Zuckerberg, really?
I don't love Zuck, but I mean, you can't deny. Look, you can't deny what they do. I mean,
of course,
love him or hate him. I don't know. The guy's always at Capitol Hill. That's one thing I will say. More than any of these other, founders or CEOs, he's there more than anybody. It seems like
Kissing the
he's
ring.
always getting caught. He's always getting caught for he's got some kind of indictment to show up at some, Senate hearing for.
Yeah, sure.
It's just
Why
he's
not?
always there.
And then
Yeah, I know.
Stop by the White House for a dinner.
Hang out with Elon, Tim Cook. Why not? All these guys.
Yeah. I know they're all rolled together. It's so ridiculous, honestly.
Bezos has been there now all the time because I think his wife and Melania are like besties now. So
he's got that place down there in Washington D.C.
He does
built out that little mansion.
Yes, he did. One of the many.
Yes, of course. I know it's nothing to them. It's really nothing.
Hey man.
Let's see.
You just borrow, get your stock options. It's easy peasy.
I guess so.
Easy.
Right?
Yeah. I just need to
Tax
borrow.
free too, right?
Go to the bank. Yeah, exactly.
Tax
get
advantage.
An easy $500 million loan to buy another yacht or get a couple Gulfstream 650s or whatever you want to get. Hell, why not?
Yeah, but I mean, at least for in terms of earnings, right? Next earnings date is when for Meta? February 4th. So into 2026. Actually, second month of 2026, right in the beginning. So we'll be watching, right? I mean, watch for any weird options volume. But like I said, we are bouncing off of that multi-year trend line to the upside. I mean, $1,000 is kind of within range, at least 900. So we'll be watching for sure.
Insane. Yeah, that would be insane. That would be honestly, that would be crazy to see it go down as low in the, 570-ish to up to to hit a 900. Just a cool.
Yep. And we really can't forget
upside.
We really can't forget yesterday. What was it? The main headline was that, Meta's considering using Google chips over NVIDIA for all their computing power. And, Jim Cramer.
And we're going to get, when we get to NVIDIA, we're going to talk about that as well because NVIDIA took a nice little hit. But I mean, it is this, it's for now, I guess. Google's chips are the story of the day or whatever it is until someone else comes out with something, and then it's going to be, then it'll be the ballroom darling. Oh, we like this one better now for a bit.
Sure. Yeah. 100%. I mean, it's one of those things where you just got to watch it. You got to watch all these stocks, but nonetheless, it's seemingly a lot of these things are talking about each other's chips, talking about maybe making contracts, but nothing's really set in stone yet. Of course, you got to watch out for the headline risk when that stuff does get announced, if and when.
It's just commitments. It's commitments. It's no different than any, like you think of small business or think of like I can make a commitment to you, Tony. Tony, I will pay you X amount if you do this for me and that. But then, hey, if it doesn't happen, it's breach of contract and no one gets paid. And then so we hyped each other up. Everyone thought it was great. But then in the end, no money was exchanged or anything else or what have you. And then
no value add.
Exactly. Yeah. Back to square one.
But I think a majority of the time, what people were saying on that headline was, I think Meta is severely correlated to NVIDIA. And they're trying to reduce the reliance on NVIDIA, just in case there might be any operational headwinds that they might come into in 2026. Again, geopolitical, Taiwan, stuff like that, China, all that stuff affects the bigger picture. But
the rare earths, now they got rare earths. They found, I guess there's this tiny little Japanese, it's not even an island. It's not even like an atoll. It's like it's like way down near what's the small little island at the very south down there where it's almost tropical. But anyway, they found this little tiny. No,
Okinawa.
Japan though. Okinawa. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But it's like right near there. It's like a little. You can't even land a plane on it. There's no strip or anything.
Really?
And they're saying that there's so much rare earth, kind of like below, like 50 feet under the water type of thing. So now they want to dredge it up and almost like make a man-made island out of it. And then it'll be like China building these little freaking, man-made reefs, islands that they've done all along, right?
Yeah.
And then
call the developers in Dubai, get them over to the APAC region.
They'll build that crap in a year. It'll be like it'll be a palm shaped. Everything will be palm shaped.
Yeah. It'll look nice. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be in the form of Xi Jinping's face. All right. Okay. Next one on the mag.
That'd be a big fat island, dude.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, might as well make them with Kim Jong-un while you're at it too. God.
Literally. Oh my God.
Microsoft.
Microsoft, yes.
Microsoft is good today, man. Microsoft's up 2%. Microsoft is leading the gang. Gapped up, came down a little bit, never came back all the way down and was up and away. So do we open at the top? Yeah, we opened at the top here at the bar. We opened 486.31. Pretty good.
Wow.
Pretty good, because we've been, again, kind of like Meta. We've been in the doldrums, kind of trying to round out and get back up. We had this consolidation band I have here in the purple, going back to the first week of November, and we broke out of this last week. So last week was a crappy week with the, all the kind of the bad, just to sell off in tech and AI basically. But it seemed like Microsoft got kind of hurt one of the most last week, but now maybe we've starting to flatten out, come back up, get up in there. We got to get over $500. That's the line in the sand, and that's basically the bottom of this purple box here, this range, this bar. Got to get above that, get back into that, and then I think we'll be okay. And we're getting there. So I don't know what's moving this stock. I don't know what news. Microsoft. I'm looking for a headline. What caused this bigger open today versus the other ones? But I don't know. Yesterday closed at the upper end of the range. It didn't close at the high of the day, although it made a high right before the close, and it kind of fell back into point of control, and then it gapped. Nice big gap, dude. I mean, big freaking gap. Yesterday's close 476.99, and we open up today at 476. So basically, call it 476.99. Call it 477, and you open up at $1.30 higher, $1.32 higher. Pretty good.
Yeah,
and it held it, and it added to it, and that's the important thing, right? It didn't just gap up and come back and fill it and stay down.
Sure.
I don't know what to say beyond this. It's trading above session VWAP. We're trading above point of control. We're just happy being up here, and I think if we can stay and close out the day, kind of certainly above $485 a share, then we'll see what happens next week.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems as though there was a little bit of a downward channel emerging.
Yeah.
For Microsoft, I don't really know the exact story. SFT. I mean, they're big into the cloud computing, quantum. I think that they were getting hurt by that kind of stuff that they were doing too, throwing a bunch of money at it for sure. But I mean, $486. Yeah, they got to break through like $494 for sure.
They got to get up to 500.
Honestly, but I mean, any sort of pullback in the market is probably going to more than negatively affect Microsoft. But
I know.
And just going through the headlines, there's not a whole bunch of bullish headlines out there for Microsoft. Not really sure if it's going to be a breakout, a back test, a breakdown. I don't know. They keep on. The biggest thing that dominates the headlines with Microsoft is just deals with OpenAI. So I mean, they currently own like 30% of OpenAI, and OpenAI says they're going to spend like $250 billion on Azure. So I don't know.
And that's a big albatross too, right? Because OpenAI, they still want to go public. They still aren't showing any revenue. They're still not making any friggin' money. Sam Altman's apparently, I don't know. I mean, it's a circular financing thing again, but it's like it's even worse. It's like, it seems to me like it's highly levered here.
Sure.
With OpenAI, but I don't know. I mean, it's like, it's no different than like the .coms and stuff. When all this stuff shakes out, there's going to be a few major players that are going to be left standing, that are going to have the lion's share of the market, and the rest will either shut down certain divisions, sell off some things, merge, whatever. There'll be some carnage, of course. It's just the way, it's capitalism, and that's the beauty of it too, in a way. It's nothing wrong with that. It's just But the thing is that the euphoria and all this crap, when everyone's just so giddy over stuff that hasn't even produced yet. We haven't even made it. These data centers aren't even built. None of this stuff's here yet. It's just all, let's write out a business plan and try to sell it. That's what it is. You know, it's no different than let's go try to raise some capital from some people based on a one pager. Here's my one pager. You know, I'll do the dog and pony show, and we'll go hit up some family offices. Tony, let's go raise some money.
Yeah, for sure. I could do it.
I mean, you know,
get you some tear sheets.
That's what I'm
saying.
Salespeople. That's it.
A little prospectus
wine and dino, and say next thing you know, hey, we're a $10-million company.
I mean, hey, all you need is 50 million. And some of these funds, they won't even go in for less than 50 million.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
You know? I mean, and I say some of these funds, literally just like a mid-sized fund. Like a mid-sized fund. They're like, well, we're not going to freaking go through all the, hoops and shit and the accounting and, for less than 50 million. So here you go.
Yeah. And they have a percentage of their portfolio where they're going to throw it on speculative stuff anyway. So it's almost like you just got to give them a good reason. Like, we'll pledge, we'll commit 2 million to that. And you just go down and you hit up 3 or 4 or 5 of these guys. And before you know it, you got 10 million.
All we need is 50, and then we'll split it, me and you, 2%, right? 2 and 20. Take $1 million every single year. Pay yourself $500K. I'm not doing 2 and 20. I'll do 1.7 and 25. I want the upside. We're going 2 and 20.
Go 2 and 20.
2 and 30.
2 and 20. 2 and 30 would be even better.
That I got here. You kidding me?
Yeah, I know.
These guys are going to pay through the nose for these returns.
It's hard to get 2 and 20 anyway. It's hard to get the 2, right?
Well, you need the returns.
I've been hearing,
consistently.
That's the thing. All right. Well, anyway, that's Microsoft. I think we've kind of beat that to
I know, not really much going on, I would say. Microsoft. We did Microsoft, Apple, Amazon. What? NVIDIA.
Yeah. So let's talk about NVIDIA. Now, NVIDIA's been
talk of the town.
Yeah, for sure. we gapped open like Microsoft, but in the case of, well, we did pull back into probably. Did we just come into yesterday's range? I think we did, like right into it, like just to the penny or what have you.
Yep.
All right, so we came into it, filled that gap, back up. We're not above where we traded last week at all. We're still down below this channel here. We're still well below 200 and 215 or 17, whatever the all-time high was, not too long ago. And it just seemed like, we'd get back up there real easily. But boy, has it shown that it is struggling to even hang it at $180 a share.
Yeah, I know. It really looks like it's entering into a downward channel, maybe pulling all the way back to like 155, maybe. But, again, it's like it's probably not going to do that. It's probably just going to languish as all the other ones really start to take off. So it'll still be up. It'll just be muted, maybe $200 or $195 by, Q1 2026. I mean, guys, the biggest thing with NVIDIA is, you had Michael Burry, you had a couple other analysts that were criticizing them, in terms of what, like the circular financing stuff, the rising level of inventory, the faster GPU obsolescence, And
so Meta's news yesterday about, going and buying the Gemini, but the Google chips. And then probably to put salt in the wound, NVIDIA comes out yesterday and says, it's kind of like, it just looks bad, dude. What did they say? They said something like, oh God, what was the line? It was like Google's chips are like ancient generation compared to ours, or ours on a different level, something to that effect. I don't know what it was, but it was just like, so now they got their butts smoked yesterday, and now they're even like, now they're trying to defend themselves like, but that's not that great. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah. I know. And now, like I said, what's circulating out there is all these memos and
there's sharks in the water.
Essentially back and forth. Yeah. They smell blood, right? They're going to jump. So,
Yep.
I mean, but still, you go back to the facts, right? NVIDIA, strong free cash flow. I think they convert like 98% of the net income, to like free cash. Outstanding sales numbers.
It's a different story than most of these, for sure. It's a real company. It's a real company, solving real issues, making a real tangible product, right? Yeah, they got software and everything. They got all that, but they're making, physical stuff.
Yep.
So it's not just like, and I'm not saying cloud service or data is not physical, because that is too, because you need the capacity, you need the energy, you need to keep it cold, you need to have all this stuff, but they're basically the first in line, right? Without this, you can't get the whole thing running. So
Yeah. No, I know.
it's just whether it's people just taking stuff off the top, maybe it's just the exorbitant growth of 55%
Sure.
year to date, then 59% month or quarter over quarter. These numbers, like we just talked about with these, it's just at some point, it's just, I think investors get a little, it's just like, it's great to hear, but it's like, okay,
I know. You start
how
to
long can this
pour some
go?
cold water on yourself and be like, am I
The
really
high
doing
water
this?
mark is the
Yeah.
high water mark
Yeah.
is so high, it's unsustainable, right? At some
Sure.
point, you just can't reach it
Sure.
every time.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I hate, and just not to get on a real tangent, but that's what I do hate personally, just from, knowing how small business works and just in general, these publicly traded companies, the fact that they always have to do something every quarter and they have to scratch and claw and fudge numbers to do whatever to make themselves look good, or else the board or their shareholders are just going to punish them. It's almost like it's a curse, dude, in a way. Like, yeah, you make all this money, you go public, you're publicly traded, you got all this, upside, but then you've got to perform and you got to look good all the time.
It's
A
true.
lot of pressure, man.
It is true. I know. I hear you.
And you can't hide. You gotta report. It's gotta be audited. It's gotta be clean. There's none of this cooking the books crap.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, they can always go to the accountants and say, "Hey, we need a new way to account for."
I know. Yes, of course, they do all that. But I'm just saying in general terms.
Yeah, absolutely.
Privately held would do whatever they, I guess. I mean,
absolutely. Yep. No, you're absolutely right. But yeah, guys, I mean, in terms of NVIDIA, it's a lot of headlines, right? And analysts are saying, yeah, we're reaffirming our rating to try to help the stock. I mean, some of them, it's like, I don't even know. Where is it? Bernstein.
is that what they're saying?
They're
what
saying
they
like
said?
$275 price target on NVIDIA. Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous, some of these price targets. But
post $100, and then it goes to 200 like that, and then now they're almost doing another 100% up. Like,
well, that's the thing, is that even so, if everybody's drinking the Kool-Aid and they just continue to drink it, then what's going to happen? The thing's just going to stay elevated. It's not going to come crashing back down. But you can't, like I said, you can't ignore the facts, guys. It's one of those things. Look at the revenue, look at the free cash, look at the conversion, and make a decision from there. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. All right, let's finish up with Tesla here. We got about 10 minutes left. Tesla's been okay. This week. It's been erratic as usual, but this week has been good. It's been holding. It's certainly been up above the $400 mark, which we weren't for some of the month, not all of November, but it's just always all over the map here. I never know what to think of Tesla. Maybe because there's just so much that goes into this stock. It's not just an automotive manufacturer. It's there are all the other things. But yeah, where are we trading? We're up almost 1% on the day, up about $3.80 as we speak.
Yep.
Again, we had a gap to the open. We gapped up. We opened outside of yesterday's close and range to the upside. We fell back in, but we held that value area high a couple times. We made a couple attempts, and I forgot who it was. Maybe it was Amazon that was similar to this. Like since we came down, Tony, like around call it 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern, that low. Every attempt down has been higher lows, right? So we've had higher lows, stepping up. So that's a good look. We're able to support this. Currently trading far above session VWAP, and we're kind of at the high of the day. We'll see if we can retest the high. That would be good.
Yep.
Currently trading at 423. Can we get above $425? I mean, can we stay here, or do we fall back into the range of yesterday and Monday and wrap it up for the week, basically?
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. I never have a call on this. Like, I wouldn't get long or short. I wouldn't trade this stock at all today. I just wouldn't. The only one I think I would have done was it META on that pullback, or I can't remember. That would have been the only one I would have done right then and there if I wanted to get something else.
Yeah, META was the one. I think META was the one. I mean, why not? Why not? Let's see.
Is that the one that came down and went back up?
Yeah, they were bouncing off that longer term trend line.
META. It was. Yeah. Oh, it was also Amazon too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Amazon.
Yeah,
I think I'm going into Amazon actually.
It's okay.
Heavy.
They all looked at if you're going in heavy.
Yeah.
You're going into Amazon heavy. You should
double it over the next year, right?
The storyline's good, man.
I like it. And I really didn't think that the chart actually looked like that.
You made a compelling argument for sure.
You know, so.
So we, just so you guys know, we got about 7 minutes or so left here, 8 minutes, and we will be moving into the afternoon future segment with Tony, myself, and Paul. Actually, no, Paul's just going to come on first. I keep screwing this up.
Reverse order after.
I keep thinking we're on just all the way through, but the link for the next stream is pinned to the top of the chat for all you guys here. You can just click on that and go, and then you'll be able to pick up where we leave off. But
absolutely.
And I'm following the chat. I know you guys are. Johnny Boy's been very active. He's just kind of sounding off probably what we're sounding off.
Yeah.
Renaud's, hey Renaud's, welcome. Welcome. Tiger says, so the Procter & Gamble trade came back and tapped me out of my trail stop. You still profit 81 cents a share. But that's okay. Hey, see, it's okay. You didn't scratch.
Seriously,
you made some money.
Not bad.
You made some money. I mean, in a blue chip stock, it's not going to be crazy stuff. So
yeah,
it's probably what you can expect.
Yeah.
And
then when it comes down to it, I'm looking at some of the headlines for Tesla. I don't know. It's like we're getting kind of close to, I guess, maybe a leg back to the upside. I think, but like, where's fair value? I don't know. It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. I haven't looked at the financials of Tesla. Wow, I don't know. Kathy Wood. I just see Kathy Wood. She said it's going to $2,500.
Oh, she's been saying that for a decade. I mean,
I know.
She was. Well, I mean, but kudos to her, right? I mean, she was getting so much crap. Oh my God, they were crucifying her like last year and the year before. Oh my God, she couldn't find a place to hide, but she stuck to her guns.
Hey, come on, guys! If you put 150 grand in a Tesla, if it hits 2,600 over the next 7 years, you'll be a millionaire. Come on, guys! All you need is 150K.
2,600, $2,600 a share. Wow, just a little. Yeah. What is that? 1,000%?
5, 6x. Yeah, 5x.
Yes, 5, 6x.
Yeah. Oh, it's at least, it's 1,000%, something like that. Yeah.
At least maybe 1,100. Yeah.
From the current price, sure.
Right, from the current price.
I don't know, guys. It's one of those stocks that it's just look at the thing. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. It's just so choppy.
It's like a crypto, man.
Yeah, literally. And I'm sure that there's some sort of beta waiting to the crypto market with this one. I don't know what it is, but
Dogecoin. Hello, have you heard of it?
Yeah. I know. Maybe if Elon gets invited to the White House a couple more times, then this thing will come back into favor. But
maybe.
It's tough. It's tough with the suppression of the EV sales and no more federal tax credit from an EV standpoint.
That's the thing. And the quality, I mean,
it's the Amazon car. I always just call it the Amazon car.
I live in the middle of like probably 60% of everything on the damn road by me is Teslas.
Yeah.
Crap. They're all junk.
Yeah. I mean, you can pick up a Tesla for like 20 grand now.
I know.
40,000 miles, something like that.
Model 3 or whatever. One of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, the used
Well,
ones.
now they're offering so many, I don't want to say discounts, but it's pretty low if you wanted to buy a new one, like 1.9% APR. And I don't know which models it is. You have to look it up, guys. But they're offering the free charging again for life.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I remember that
right.
was
For life?
massively
Yeah.
coveted. That was
Sure.
massively coveted. People were like paying for like that membership or whatever.
The other EV manufacturers
2020.
are doing that, but they're doing that Electrify America deal, which is not like the Tesla superchargers. They don't have the availability everywhere, and they don't charge as fast. But I mean, the competitors are catching up. Like my dad's got a Genesis EV.
Oh, nice.
And
Genesis
they recently sent him an adapter because he charges at home. He's got battery backups and solar, so he just charges at the house all the time. But they gave him an adapter, so if he does want to go to a Tesla Supercenter, and some of the Audis I think have this now and stuff, you can use both, right? You can. It's not just confined where it's exclusive for Tesla anymore. So they're trying to take advantage of the heavy lack of charging stations, kind of like gas stations probably were in the 40s and 50s when they were doing Route 66 and you didn't have a whole lot. Now they're everywhere. Pretty soon gas stations will start to be vacant and convert into something else because
charging stations. Just make it a charging gas station.
Yeah.
Don't steal my idea.
Don't have electricity and fuel at the same place.
Yeah, I know. Make sure it's dry. The well needs to be dry.
Make sure a little combustion.
Yeah.
Mushroom.
Oh my god.
Mushroom cloud.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I know. And obviously going into the year end, there's all those business deductions for those heavy vehicles, right? Everybody's running to buy a G-Wagon. Why not?
Yep. G-Wagon or whatever.
Big truck.
Does
a Range Rover qualify?
Yes, I think so. Yep. You usually should.
Perfect.
Anything over 6,000 pounds GBR?
No, I think it's like 30. Yeah, it is 6,000 pounds. Yeah.
I think it's 6,000.
Yeah.
It used to be like 5 or 5,500, but then the IRS raised that crap.
Yeah, of course.
But with EVs,
they're
huge
so battery
heavy,
right?
They're so damn heavy. Exactly. I mean, I wonder, like, hey man, maybe you can get like would a Taycan qualify? Maybe I should look into that.
Ooh, that could be good too. I haven't been inside one yet. Still,
I've seen. No, I haven't. I've never sat in one.
I've seen. I gotta see how much room there is in the back seat.
They're just, dude. They're beautifully just like they're just to me. And my son hates them. He's like, oh, they're ugly Porsches.
I love how
they're
looks.
awesome. They're even better than a Panamera. I'm like, they look sweet.
Yep,
they look so sweet.
Nice
4-door. That's what I need. I don't want no coupe.
You don't need much else, right? So yeah, guys. I mean, that's the Mag 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stocks. Don't forget
we talked about the whole thing for an hour. We didn't deviate today.
Yeah, I know, right? See what happens.
We talked about a lot of other stuff, though.
See what happens when I start talking.
We talked. You did good. Your analytical breakdown was perfect today.
Yeah, I know. Until next time.
Your IB background came in handy, my friend.
Oh God, I hate it. Just buy it. Watch it go up. Click. Put the phone down.
Exactly.
Yep. So, I mean, there's a nuance to every story, guys. But again, you look at the financials, look at the cash flows. I mean, these are mega cap companies. So there's a lot of stuff going on, but there are a lot of earnings, to justify the price tag. Again, if you want to know more about price earnings multiples, take a look. It's very easy to calculate. That's essentially how much you're paying for however much earnings there are per share on the company. And it helps to kind of level the playing field. Every PE multiple is different in different sectors. So just because something's a 40 multiple, don't think it's super expensive. If it's in tech, then that's kind of, I'd say that's midpoint, right? Like, so again, just a different way to look at it.
It's all relative. You have to consider that.
Yep. So I think with that, top of the hour, we got Coach Paul back in here to take it away on the futures session. He's going to be looking at lean hogs, precious metals, the indexes. Paul, power to
you. Crow's feet, feathers, whatever.
All at Prime, trade.